Good morning, everyone. It's time for phonics. Kathy's saying hello. Oswald's saying hello. And Rex is saying hello. Right, let's look at challenge 1. It's time for us to remember and write some graphemes we have already learned. Miss Coleman will tell you now. Okay, everybody. We're kind of going to do this. It is some that we've learned, but some that we haven't. So the sound, the phoneme is or. And there are 11 graphemes for this one. 11 graphemes. Write down the ones that you know, and we'll have a look at any that you might not know in a minute. So pause the video, write as many down as you can. Okay, so you should have paused the video and written them down. They are O and an R, which is Rex's, AW, AU, all of these say or, AL like in walk, AR like in warm, ORE like in more, give me some more, OUR like in pour, as in you're pouring a drink, AUGH as in daughter, OUGH as in thought, A as in tall, and OOR as in poor when you say somebody has not got a lot of money. So you can see there's loads of different ways of writing the phoneme or. 11 of them. If you want to take some time just to have a look at them, then you can and spell them. Remember how to spell them. Right. So this week we've been recapping on AL, OUR, AUGH and A, just 4 of those of the or sounds that make the graphemes. Right, let's move on. Now write these words. Okay, I'm going to tell you 4 different words. After I've said it, pause the video and write it down because I won't be stopping in between. The first one is chalk. The next one is small. The next one is pour, as in I'm going to pour a drink. And the final one is daughter. Pause the video and write those now. Right, we're going to move on then and see how we spell which or sound we use. Right, so the first one was chalk, that had the A and the L for the or sound. In small, it's just the A on its own. In pour, it's OUR, and in daughter, it's AUGH. Okay, well done if you managed to do those. That was fantastic. Today we are going to be changing some root verbs into nouns. To do this, we will be adding the suffix ER to the end of some verbs. Let's just recap our knowledge of words by sorting these words into verbs and nouns. What is a noun? What is a verb? Okay, can you tell me what a noun is? And can you tell me what a verb is? Brilliant. Let's have a look then. Kathy's saying, exactly. A noun is a person, place or thing. And a verb is an action or something you do. Right, so a noun is a person. So I could say Mrs. Draper. A place, that could be school, it could be the park, it could be the shop, it could be a fun fair. Or a thing. Now that could be a car. It's like an object, a book. A table, those are all things. A verb is different. A verb is something you do. So a verb is like walking. That's not a person, place or thing. That's something that you do. So walking, talking, sitting, those are all things you do. So they're different. So let's have a look at these words around the edge and see if we can decide if it's a noun, a person, place or thing, or a verb. So let's have a look at the first one. What's this word? Brilliant, it's the word bake. And where would the word bake go? Is it a noun or is it a verb? Yeah, it's a verb because it's something that you do. Right, let's have a look at this word. What do we think what word is it? Yep, it's the word car. And where do we think it needs to go? Is it a noun or a verb? It is a noun. Well done, it's a thing. Have a look at the next one. That's the word leaf. And where does that go? Is that a noun or is it a verb? You're right, it's a noun, it's a thing. Have a look at the next one. What word is that? Yep, it's the word take. And where is that one going to go? Is it a noun or is it a verb? Well done if you said verb. It's something that you do. Have a look at this one down here. What's this one? Yes, is. Is. Now it is. Is the word is a noun or is it a verb? What do you think? That's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? If you said it's a verb, well done, because it's kind of not something that you do, but it's you kind of exist. It exists. Okay, it's there. So in existing, that's what it's doing. Okay, it's not a person, a place, or a thing. It's something that happens. Okay, let's move on to the next one then. What word's this? Brilliant. It's the word her. Now, what do you think about this one? This one's tricky too. Is this one a noun or is it a verb? Is her someone or is it something that you do? Well done if you said noun, because her is a person, isn't it? Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, it's the word scare. Is that a noun or a verb? Yeah, it's a verb. Well done, because it's something you do. Have a look at the next one. What's this one? Yeah, it's the word school. Where would that one go? Exactly. It's a noun. It's a place. Have a look at the next one. What's this one? It's, yeah, well done. Is that something you do? Is it a verb or is it a noun? It. It's a noun because you're talking about something. So I could say, look at it, it's enormous. I could be talking about a bus. Okay, let's do the last one then. Yes, the word try. Is that a noun or a verb? You're right, it's a verb. So to try something is doing something, isn't it, if you're trying? Okay. Great, let's remind ourselves of the spelling rules for adding a suffix to the end of a word. Number 1, if it ends in E, take it away and add the suffix. Number 2, if it ends in a Y, change it to an I and add the suffix. You don't do this for ing. If it ends in a vowel and a consonant, double the consonant and add the suffix. Okay, so number 1 is E, take it away and add the suffix. Number 2, if it ends in a Y, change it to an I and add the suffix, but you don't do that for ing. And number 3, if it ends in a vowel and a consonant, double the consonant and add the suffix. Right, okay, let's see if we can change the root verb into a noun by adding the suffix er to the end. Right, let's have a look. Miss Carmel will help you read these root verbs and add the suffix er. Right, so we've got this word which is, that's right, jog. And we've got to change the root verb because it's got a noun and a vowel and a consonant. We've got to double the consonant. So we've got to add an extra G. So to make it into a noun to a person, we've got to add the ER to the end. Can you read this word? Brilliant, jogger. So we've gone from jog, that's something you do, to a jogger is somebody that goes running. It's a person. Okay, let's read this one. Brilliant, it's copy. Now this one ends in a Y, so we've got to change it to an I. So this is why it's changed here. And then we've got to add the ER to the end. Can you read this one? Brilliant, it's copier. That's somebody that copies something. Have a go at reading this one. Brilliant. It's the word bake. Now it's got an E on the end, so we have to remove the E first, and then we have to add the suffix, which in this case is the ER. So we've got to check, we've changed the words. Can you read that one? Brilliant. Baker. That's somebody who bakes. So bake is the verb, and baker is somebody that does it. Okay, so it's changed it to a noun, from a thing you do to someone. Super. Now have a go at reading these root verbs and then the noun it makes when you add ER. Right, so I want you to have a go at reading these. You've got to read the root verb and then the noun. Pause the video now. Okay, here's the next page. I want you to pause the video now and read these ones. Great job. Well done everybody, because we've taken in a lot of information there. I'll see you again soon for challenge 2. Bye bye.